Really playing well. Grant and Adams as well. But they're playing some of the best basketball of the season right now. And meanwhile, the Thunder, led by George and Westbrook, Tucker the rebound. Harden, beautiful pass inside for Fareed.
By the Rockets, getting Kenneth Fareed.
Paul George for three. That's good. Fareed. Dangerous pass. Westbrook couldn't get it, and Gordon takes advantage. George again, another three. George 2 for 2 from downtown. Austin, good defense from Steven Adams. George drives and finishes. Hands back near himself. Harden drives, gets inside, layup's good.
Just think about the patience. He's not concerned how you're going to defend me. I'm going to be able to get to my spot.
And
Harden scoots past and banks it home. Well, we've got two of the best passers in the game. Westbrook leads the NBA in assists. Harden is 5th in the NBA. Is George, count it, and the foul. Went hard to the basket. Tucker thought he picked up the charge.
that's a bang-bang call. Could have gone either way.
It's down. Austin Rivers, as is Iman Shumpert. Shumpert doing his first game with the Rockets after being acquired from Sacramento. And yet, off another turnover, OKC scores again.
Paul George has been outstanding.
And 3 of the 5 Rockets weren't with them at the start of the season that are on the court right now.
Harden tried to draw the foul. He's yelling at Zach Zorbit as they go up the floor.
He's just waiting to give him his tee.
Yep.
His face, he said, hey, we got a playoff run to make.
Ferguson right on him. They love Ferguson's defense for a young player. Step back, corner three, got it.
Corner, because unless you foul him, he's going to be able to get off a good 3. This is an impossible shot.
He did overall in that first quarter.
We did okay. I thought our turnovers hurt us. We turned the ball over a little bit too much in the first quarter there. But overall, I thought we were okay.
Go up by 6. And again, sloppy with the ball.
And really, both guys have done outstanding jobs with their organization.
Rivers for 3. Chris Paul is the point guard out there, and Harden's on the bench as Schroeder knocks it down.
Guys on the court.
And I like when Chris Paul shoots his mid-range jump shot as Green makes it there.
2-point percentage in the NBA, or mid-range percentage. George goes inside. Shumpert tried to force a jump ball, instead picks up his first personal.
A month ago, Daniel House, as Harden finishes an and 1. And
quite yet, but he was an effective player for them off the bench. Westbrook gets inside, flips it in off the glass. Well, double teaming Chris Paul. Eric Gordon for 3. The lead is up to 15.
Sure, he's fresh when it matters most.
Patterson nails the 3.
James Harden.
Harden creates space and comes up short. Tucker back out. Harden, plenty of time.
Time now to do any of that.
Harden again with Ferguson on him. Step back, long 3. It's good. Harden with his 3rd three-pointer. And the Rockets, 10 of 18 from three-point range. They have 10. Harden on the drive, draws the foul. There's not to worry, even though
you cannot do what he's doing.
He's going to have to shoot better.
I agree, but what I'm going to rely on is his competitive spirit.
No, there's no questioning his competitive spirit.
Ready for Harden. Wide open 3. It's good. James Harden with 22. No, I said he's wide open.
He's like,
he is wide open.
He's like at 29 feet.
George drives inside. That's the incredible thing. Harden step back, hand in his face. And a foul as the two collide, which was not happy with this call. He was hit with a technical as the teams went to the benches. Watch George landing in the landing area for Harden. I think it's the same thing.
Has tries to phase out of the game. On anyone of normal size, they didn't have major fights because the abuse that they took was unwarranted.
You think about Dwight Howard in his prime,
no question.
LeBron James his entire career.
Westbrook charges down the floor. Layup is good. So quick to get up the floor. Nene banks it home. George fakes. George drives it, is foul hard. He did not like that foul. by Nene. And his teammates getting him to go directly to the free throw line.
Standing in the Western Conference. You as a #1 option to stop you. So the best defender and the best game plan to get the ball in your hand.
Nice pass from Paul. Mark Jackson's career high in points as Ferguson gets it to go is 34.
Guard the three line better. He said James Harden and his step back threes they can deal with, but we've got to defend the other threes better than they did.
Stopping this team. Oh, blocked by Grant. Fareed banks it home. So even on a good defensive play, the Rockets still score against OKC.
Oh, traffic the second time making the play.
George goes right at PJ Tucker. Shot's good and one. To Fareed. Westbrook comes in and takes it right out of his hands. Throws it ahead to George. George slams it home. And there's again OKC, their best defensively when they force the turnovers. There's Burton guarding him. And a foul on Burton. Rebound. Misses. Adams able to grab it. Westbrook. Nice back pass to Adams. Eyes in the back of his head. A 16-2 run. He leads the league in assists per game this year. Harden to step back, but he stepped out of bounds. Boy, I don't think I've seen him do that this year.
Boban, a standing ovation yesterday.
Westbrook, offensive foul. That's going to be his third. He did push off left here in the third. Again, Burton is guarding hard. Step back three. And a whistle and a foul.
But that is a foul, and it's just undisciplined. When you lunge at him, do you?
Going to lead the NBA in free throw attempts and makes.
But I have to say, I'm one of those guys who find it at times monotonous.
I wasn't going to tell on you.
4 on the 24, George. Count it, and the foul. Chance for a 4-point play.
That's the fourth foul on a three-point shot tonight. He's getting overlooked in that discussion.
Grabs another rebound.
Incredible excellence on a daily basis.
Schroeder, a two-pointer. They're going to review it.
Adams guarded the pick and roll and then ended up contesting the three.
Schroeder from downtown. It's a two-point game. A 26-point lead has been cut to 2. The Rockets have gone cold. They've started to turn it over, and that's a big bucket there for Rivers. Schroeder, pull-up jumper, got it. Tie game. Paul to Rivers. Rivers inside, layup, misses.
This way from the start, they're a good team. We'll got to face it up.
What do you got to get back to in this fourth?
Well, obviously we got to move the ball a little bit. And plus our defense, we just let guys shoot threes all over the place, and just got to toughen up.
The three-pointer gives the Thunder their first lead since the first quarter. That was close to a travel.
Not close, Mike. He jumped up in the air and landed. No one watching the ball.
Gordon on the drive. Leans in. Scoop layup. Banks it home. Alive by Grant. Burton back out to Grant. His three-pointer. It's good.
Burton's done a good job on the backboard.
This equals the largest lead of the game for OKC. Gordon misses. George the rebound. Ferguson fakes. Ferguson throws it up, and Noel throws it down. Largest lead of the game for OKC.
Smart play by Ferguson.
So it's Aaron Gordon coming over on that drive, which is no rim protection at all.
Chris Paul for three. He has some good offensive skills. Westbrook jump shot. Ball knocked loose, picked up. Harden drives, pass inside Fareed, and he's fouled. 15-10 for OKC. Has them now with the lead. Westbrook, banker won't go.
Offensive trip by Westbrook.
Paul back out Harden for three. Bang!
An assisted make by James Harden.
4 to shoot. Westbrook, pull-up jumper. Side of the backboard. Paul pushes. Sneaks inside. Nice feed to Fareed and lays it in. Harden to the rim, draws the foul.
How is James Harden?
Now Rockets responded to an OKC run with one of their own. George for three. Paul George now with 36. Gordon lost it and then fouled Ferguson. Grant posting up. PJ Tucker turns and shoots and scores. Gordon way outside. 11 rebounds. George trying to draw the foul and does. Harden picks up the foul. They're going to see if it's a 2 or a 3. Either way, Paul George to the free throw line.
All I'm saying is,
Don't allow to beat me.
Grant with the steal. Grant ahead of the pack. Harden in pursuit. Grant throws it down. And the Thunder back up by 5.
so long and so athletic.
Minutes to go. Westbrook has 3 fouls. The former OKC teammates. Harden, step back 3. It's good. Drills it. George stripped and stolen by Tucker. And Chris Paul did a good job selling that contact from Ferguson. Level 16, 9, and 9.
But he goes.
6 to shoot. Lob it in back to Adams. Westbrook fires a 3. Comes up short. Rebound. Chris Paul. Harden. Pull back. Another 2-pointer. Got it. 40 for Harden. George to drive inside and draws the foul. Tonight. 2 clutch free throws there. Brook comes up to pick up Harden. Harden gets past him, drives, the floater's up and good! And the Rockets retake the lead. Timeout Thunder. Right now, the Thunder down by 1. Westbrook splits down the lane and an easy layup.
And a great job by OKC out of the timeout. Get a quick basket, puts them in position for 2 for 1.
There's about a 2.5. Still have a timeout left. 5 to shoot. Harden for 3. Won't go. Rebound George. And they foul him right away with 3.4 remaining.
And Westbrook off a really tough night.
Shumpert will inbound. In his first game of the Rockets, throws it to Green, and Green lost it out of bounds. I couldn't tell from our angle if Grant had deflected it, but it went off the fingertips of Green. Thunder don't have any timeouts left. George gets it, and Tucker quickly fouls him. 45 for Paul George. And OKC with one of the biggest comebacks in the NBA this season, down 26.